What is going on? Hope you're having a great weekend. This is Nick O'Neill with Leo Digital SEO. First, want to thank you for reaching out on our Epoxy Facebook group and thank you for your patience. Had about 65 plus people reach out, so it has taken a while to get the research put together as well as the separate videos for each of those 65 different businesses. So, nonetheless, I got this video here for you, and it's going to give you 3 points, and it's going to be content, backlinks, and citations. Then I'm going to show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business and just how lucrative it is once you actually start doing this. So I know that you don't have a website up and running. You are going to want to get one of those up, and you'll see why here in a minute. So we're actually going to use one of the top competitions. Since you're so close to Chicago, we went ahead and used Epoxy Floor Chicago for the sake of this video, since they do have a website up. Now, content. Generally, Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's depending on the competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is anything someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google, exactly what terms you want your website found for. For an example, some of your keywords could be epoxy flooring, Chicago, Illinois, or, stained concrete, Chicago, Illinois, or, garage epoxy coatings. You get the idea, right? It's service plus city equals keyword. So I got their website here in a word counter, and we can see that they're at about 1,100. You're going to want to get that up to 1,500 words for two reasons. Reasons number one being Google doesn't consider your website an authoritative figure to that 1,500 mark. And reason number two is you want enough words in there to be able to, not miss out on any keywords that I'm going to show you. So if we look at my tool errors here, this is a tool I use and pay for monthly, but there are free tools out there that you can use to get some of this data. It's just what I go with. Now we got Epoxy Floor Chicago in here, and we can take a look at some of the keywords that they're being picked up for, just to give you an example. So here are some of those keywords. A good one for you would probably be Epoxy Floor Chicago's if you're trying to capture, the traffic in that area. And you can see there's 250 people searching monthly for this. They're getting 91 people to their website for just this word alone monthly, and then they're in the second, spot on Google for that. So that's enough of that one. Let's go ahead to the second point. And now once you get your website up, you're going to also want to get some backlinks going. Now, a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, it'll be one website linking back to Magic Concrete Coatings website when you get that up and running. And so these links, they act like an endorsement from your website, from others. And, Google basically uses this to build trust in your website and your business by seeing other websites, vouching and pointing back to yours. The best example that I can give of this to keep it simple is in Google's eyes, it's like a popularity contest where, the person with the most websites pointing back to them is winning that quote unquote popularity contest. Now we can take a look at Epoxy Floor Chicago. We see they have 62 backlinks and 29 other websites pointing back to their page. So the good news is when you do get your website up and running and you kill that first point, we can actually see, exactly what websites they have pointing back to their page. If it works for them, at 1,000% will work for you. And so then here are those websites, right? I do want to point out that not all links are created equal. So it is worth noting to stay relevant to your industry, and local websites will work best. Let's go on to that last point that I got for you, and let's take a look at the Google Map Pack section here. So I don't know if you have a Google business profile up, but if you don't, you're going to want to get one of those up ASAP. And when you do, you want to take a look at these citations that we're talking about. So a citation is anywhere your business name, address, and phone number are, exactly as it's shown right here. So these citations, they help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since we know they generate huge amounts of revenue. For an example, someone puts in epoxy flooring Chicago, Illinois, or epoxy flooring, whatever that you're trying to show up for. You want to be in that top 3 section, right? Nobody's going to go to more businesses or the second or third page of Google. It's no different than if you were to put in, restaurants near me or roofers near me. And, generally if Google's giving you these 3 businesses, you trust Google, so of course you're going to trust these businesses. But back to those citations, they're including directories like, Yelp, Angie's, Expertise, BBB. There's hundreds of others I'm sure you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. For an example, on your Facebook business page, you would want to put your business name, address, and phone number exactly as it's shown right here on your Facebook business page, and Google would see that and count that as one citation. And so then, The idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet, and the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. And once Google starts to see more often these cats right here, of course, the more likely it is that they're going to rank you above them. So now let's take a quick recap. When you get that website up, you're getting that content of 1,500 words on the home page. You're getting those keywords that I showed you as well. And then second, you're going to want to get those backlinks going. You're starting to kill it on the backlinks, and you got other websites pointing back to you. You're killing that quote unquote popularity contest. And last but not least, you're getting those citations up after you get that Google business profile up. You're getting those reviews up, and you're starting to rank above these cats. Well, let's take a look at how that's going to be so lucrative, right? So Epoxy Floor Chicago's, they're bringing in roughly 300 people to their website per month just off of those 3 points alone. Now let's say that this was Magic Concrete Coatings business and website, and you're starting to bring in 300 people per month, off of killing those 3 points that we are talking about more than your competition. Let's say of those 300 people that, 45, actually decide to pick up the phone, say, hey, can you bid a job for me? And of those 45, let's say you only close 20, right? Well, that's 20 new jobs per month on top of what you're already doing based off of those 3 points alone. So I'm not too sure what your profit margins are right now, but I would imagine that would be a good chunk of revenue for the business. And so, yeah, that is what I do for a living, and I'm creating this video to start helping you, generate more leads online, get the phone ringing more, and, just overall generate more revenue and success for the business. So if you did find yourself wanting more, you want to start scaling the business, feel free to reach out. I can help you with some more information, or, maybe we talk about the goals and I do more in-depth research on top of what I've already done, see what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. One way or another, I would just ask that you would leave one line of feedback for me. It would be greatly appreciated. Maybe something was confusing, you had another question, or maybe it was all great and you just loved it. Either way, I would love to hear back from you. So again, my name's Nick O'Neill. My door's always open, and hope you're having a great weekend.